Не торопись, а то успеешь.
Slow is steady, steady is smooth, smooth is fast. Don't rush it. I know it's a challenging area to move through, considering all the cables. So please take your time. Take breaks. Route everything correctly.
Да, тут добра богато.
Right. There is a plethora of everything here. And then there is unintelligible. You can secure your tethers to it. Do you mean my soft tether?
This is Mission Control Houston, 1 hour into today's spacewalk by Alexey Ovchinin and Ivan Wagner. They are at the work site on the Zvezda service module.
All right, I'm on the cone.
Where they will begin to set up their tools and tethers for the installation of the monoblock, as it is called, basically a payload container, in which is an X-ray experiment called the All-Sky Monitor that is designed to collect data on X-ray sources from not only the Earth but deep space.
Just a little bit lower. Ivan, we are receiving the video from your camera.
Хорошо.
That's good.
Здесь налаживается.
It seems like it's working out here.
Так, сейчас от МВН отцеплю.
Let me disconnect it from the MVM. Okay, I have disconnected it from the MVN monoblock. Right. Okay. I have it secured across from V14. Copy. Alexey? Do you have enough reach? Okay, got it. I can move closer a little bit. Okay, but you are pretty taut there. All right, this one is going to the MVN monoblock.
And there you see dueling helmet cameras. On the left, Alexey Ovchinin. On the right, Ivan Wagner, as they are setting up shop on the Zvezda service module for the installation of the X-ray experiment package.
It's like a tripod. Move towards your seat so that you could rotate. Okay, I see it. I have it secured to the handrail. Right. It's kind of more convenient here. And move along the handrails. Just please remember that the handrails are pretty long, so use them in parallel. Well, I hope. Well, I mean, it would be great if they were parallel everywhere. Okay. Can I move further? Yes.
1 hour, 6 minutes into today's spacewalk. Ovchinin and Wagner are at the work site at the Zvezda service module. The lights from their helmet cameras illuminating their work as they fly just to the north of New Guinea from southwest to northeast across the Pacific Ocean.
Там укладка, смотри, твоя силищих плата.
Pull the tether and press.
Да, чуть назад, вправо.
A little bit, go a little bit back to the stanchion. Hold on, give me a second. All right.
Так, я перешел, все, взял.
Okay, I have translated and I got it. Alexey, we're going to be rotating the solar array. It needs to be perpendicular. And we'll stand by till it's completely rotated. Copy? Copy? Just as an FYI, the pressure in the primary O2 tank is 352, and in the suit is 038. That's for EV1. For EV2, 348 and 038. Copy.
This is Mission Control Houston, 1 hour 14 minutes into today's spacewalk. You're seeing views from the two cosmonauts' helmet cameras, Alexey Ovchinin on the left, Ivan Wagner on the right. This is the 272nd spacewalk in support of ISS assembly maintenance and upgrades, the third conducted out of the ISS this year, the second for Ovchinin and the first for Wagner.
No, Artyom, where is the soft tether here?
You're hearing interpreted communications between Russian flight controllers at the Russian Mission Control Center outside of Moscow and the two cosmonauts as they work outside in the void of space. They are setting up equipment along one area on the exterior of the Zvezda service module for the mounting of an experiment package called an all-sky monitor, which is an X-ray detection experiment. That will be followed by the replacement of 4 panels, 2 sets of 2 panels apiece on either side of the planes, as they're called, of the service module. These are electrical connector patch panels, old ones to be replaced by new ones. Those are the first 2 tasks of today's spacewalk that is expected to last about 6 hours and 45 minutes. The spacewalk began with the opening of the hatch to the Poisk module, the airlock on Poisk, at 9:36 a.m. Central Time, 10:36 a.m. Eastern Time.
Иван.
Скажи, пожалуйста, вот такое положение солнечной батареи позволит...
The positioning of this solar array, well, is it okay for you to work with the plate? I don't see it.
Сейчас.
Copy.
У тебя немного сзади, справа.
And it's a little bit behind you to the right.
Но на самом деле...
Well...
Лучше бы не надо, иначе я ногами не силюсь.
It would probably be better not to have it there.
Ну, если есть возможность, да.
If it's possible.
Сейчас визуально.
Visually now.
То батареи где-то, 70 сантиметров.
It's about 70 centimeters to the battery from my feet.
О, пошло движение.
All right, let us check.
Выхода из тени меньше 5 минут уже.
It's less than 5 minutes till sunrise. Copy.
Так что, надо, наверное, тогда взять? Да, наверное, бери.
All right, should I take it? You can.
Так, тяну к себе.
All right, I'm pulling towards me. Got it, I have it. You have it? I have it.
Отдал.
I have it handed over to you. Artyom, this attachment plate, is that also part of the whole assembly? So, and here is the soft, here is the gap spanner. It's the YKTS that I mentioned.
The sunrise is near. What does the future hold for me?
One hour, 23 minutes into today's spacewalk, Ovchinin and Wagner working at the area of the Zvezda service module in preparation for the installation of the package of X-ray experiment hardware. It is called a monoblock for an experiment named the All-Sky Monitor. The International Space Station is flying over the North Pacific, soon to swing just to the north of Vancouver before it makes a pass across the central United States.
The distance to the array is approximately 1 meter from my legs, so this is nominal now. Copy, and the array is currently feathered to zone 13. Well, the long one is attached to the foot restraint, and you're going to have to move to that side, all right? So let me figure out the restraint first. At least I can see where I should be moving right now. Yes. The tether is released now. It is in nominal configuration. Artyom? Can you move on the right side? Well, I wanted to ask you if I can be holding onto the wrist there. Yes, you can do that, of course. I just need to. I just need to hold onto it briefly. Yes, you can use all of the handrails for that, except for the ones with red markings. The red, black handrail at the base of the R&D workstation, as far as I remember, right? Yes.
At the top of your screen, you can see the blue stripes on the Orlan suit. That is Ivan Wagner, extravehicular crew member number 2. His spacewalking colleague, Alexey Ovchinin, is at the very bottom of your screen as they set up the hardware for the installation of the X-ray experiment package. This is the first task of today's spacewalk as we approach the 1 hour 30-minute mark into the excursion.
I'm gonna turn around, I guess. Could you please check the ORMD workstation adapter? Can you see the white markings on it? Yes, I was able to see them. Well, I have almost reached my quarters. I think you need to swap your tether hook, move it a bit farther, and you can leave the boxes in the same location. Well, I'm going to have to move down anyways later. And I'm not sure if the length is going to be sufficient or not. So let me swap the long one then. Same for MVN monoblock tether, because you won't be able to reach it later. The MVN tether is here. So I feel that I got something tangled up on my leg. This is Icarus. This is Icarus that has been parked here. Let me move down a bit.
Что-то меня таскает по небу. Еще чуть-чуть.
It feels like I'm floating right in the sky, so just move a bit more. I'm holding it. Yes, I've released it. EVA elapsed time is 1 hour and 30 minutes.
This is Mission Control Houston. Once again, we're in a handover between communications satellites on the Tracking and Data Relay Satellite System. We'll pick up our video from the station momentarily. The station currently flying over northwest Canada, moving from northwest to southeast in an orbit inclined 51.6 degrees to either side of the equator. Just over an hour and a half into today's spacewalk, Ovchinin and Wagner are installing the monoblock, the payload that is the housing essentially for an X-ray celestial source experiment called an all-sky monitor. This is the first task of today's spacewalk that will be followed by the removal and replacement of a series of connector patch panels from 2 workstations on the Zvezda service module the removal of material science and biological samples panels from the area surrounding the Poisk module. That's the module that contains the airlock from which Ovchinin and Wagner exited just over an hour and a half ago. And they'll be relocating a control panel for the European robotic arm that will be operated today by Alexander Gorbanov from a workstation inside the Russian segment of the station to move Ovchinin around. He'll be the first cosmonaut to actually ride at the end of the 37-foot-long European robotic arm for the positioning and jettisoning of a bundle of discarded items near the end of today's spacewalk.
Over the boom, so it's right between the fingers. Is it? Yes. We are video LS for 3 minutes. Please broadcast your actions. Alexey, you're getting closer to Ivan. Are you ready for the install? Yes, I'm still getting closer, and we're not quite ready for the install.
Смотрю, как мне лучше расположиться.
I'm gonna find the best position for myself.
Так, Артем, а фиксирующие платы
Артем,
могу зафиксировать за якорь?
can I attach the conductor patch panel on the foot restraint and remove it from myself? Let me turn.
Так, укладку с фиксирующими платами.
So the connector patch panel bundle has been released from my body and also from the MVN monoblock. Copy, Alexey.
Сразу одним карабином подстраховать.
Yes, you can use one hook to secure connector patch panel number 20. What was that?
Сразу карабины МВН.
You can use the MVN hooks once we install them.
На фиксирующую плату.
You can drop those hooks on the connector patch panels.
После установки уже.
Ты имеешь в виду...
After the install.
Снять их.
Do you mean the inaudible?
Так. Смотрим.
Well, let's see.
Так, стоит.
Well, all right. It is in place. Yours is not fully in. Can you move it towards me first and then down? Like it, no, actually, it is still protruding. Should it be like that? No. I'm going to pull on it. Actually, should it be installed oriented towards my direction? This one, I mean. This should be actually on both sides. It should be inserted on both sides. Wait. All right, mine is in. I'm going to move it towards myself. It's not going through for some reason. Should we thread it out? Is there a wing knob that's protruding? Make sure that the wing knob is fully threaded out from the adapter, and you should be able to see the white marks. Thread it out even more. Okay, so right now the latches are aligned with the stops. Pull towards yourself more. All right, so it's in. You can thread it in now.
This is Mission Control Houston, 1 hour 39 minutes into the spacewalk. The view from the helmet camera of Ivan Wagner as you're looking from his perspective at his spacewalking colleague, Alexey Ovchinin, in the process of installing the package that contains the X-ray celestial source detection experiment called the All-Sky Monitor onto a bracket on the Zvezda service module.
Use the tool to make a half turn, and then you're going to see the tab.
Ты можешь уже не держать МВН.
You don't have to hold the MVN unit anymore, and let's talk about the protective covers. All right, let's do that.
Карабин транспортировочного фала, как говорили, может быть.
Equipment tether hook, as we discussed, can be dropped on the cover, and then we're going to figure out what would be best to remove it on Alexey's side. All right, so let's make sure that this one is fully threaded in. Then I'm going to be able to hold on to it. Yes, here is the ring. And this is the second ring on the bottom. So I guess I'm going to use the top one. All right, it is fully threaded in. This is Ivan, Alexey.
This is Mission Control Houston, continuing to take views of the walk in space by Alexey Ovchinin and Ivan Wagner, installing the monoblock containing the X-ray celestial source experiment called the All-Sky Monitor. They're checking out all of the connections for this experiment.
Okay, Artem, the tether is now secured, and I'm going to hand over the tether end to Alexey once he's done with his work. All right, it is fully threaded in, and I'm going to move the detent down. Yes, make sure that you see the detent tab. This is going to prevent it from threading out. All right, so the detent or the restraint is fully in. Copy. Alexey, could you please take the tether and secure it on your side? Which tether? Safety tether, which is attached to the ring. All right, so I'm going to do it now then. Yeah. And I'm going to move around it, I guess. Yes, copy. Now, you'll go for connected patch panel operations.
Насколько тебе Икарус мешается?
Ivan, is Icarus in the way for you? How much is it in the way? Well, I'm going to see if I can move here along the short radius. Well, I think if you move it side first, then you're going to make it. All right. I'm going to do that. I'm going to give it a try. Well, as for me, I'm going to make it through here, but I want to make sure that the Icarus does not fall off.
Alexey, и, соответственно, надо перестраховать второй транспортировочный.
Alexey, you're going to have to swap the second equipment tether. And as we have discussed, we're going to start from that. So the MVN tether is secured, the one that was on my side. So I secured it on the cover ring, the cover that we'll have to remove. Do you mean cover 2? Yes. Second tether is secured on cover 2. And what we're saying again, so I was thinking that we're going to use that tether to secure the old connector patch panel number 20. It's nearby. We still need to secure it before we remove it. So, well, get it done. No problem. Copy. So moving on. What do you think? Are you going to be both working on the connector patch panels, or are you going to be doing separate tasks? Doing it separately. Well, I think we can work on it both. So, Alexey, you're going to be retrieving, removing the connector patch panel, and Ivan will be in charge of the new patch panels. Well, actually, Ivan, for example, is going to remove number 21, and I'm going to remove number 20. So both of us will get to do it. Okay, copy. Ivan, do you have a tether to secure the old connector patch panel? Stand by, let me check. Well, inaudible. I think there is something that's in the way on the back. One equipment tether is attached, the one that's going from the MVN module. So one hook is attached to the MVN handhold, and the other one is wrapped on the old connector patch panel, number 20, the panel that we're going to remove. Copy. And what about the handrails? I guess they're too far. It would be easier for you to use the foot restraint. Well, can I attach both tethers on it? No, you're going to drop a short one on it, and then the second one you can secure in the circular handrails. Then the tether length will be sufficient for panel ops. So I guess you can secure one tether on the soft tether. For example, you can take the long one and secure it on the short right here. Here it is. So long one goes here and short one there on the foot restraint. I need to swap, I guess. Got it. Wow.
Так, ну что, поехали. Сначала снимем старые.
Wow, let's go. Let's remove the old panels first. Secure this one. Do you have the tether? This is it.
Ну, давай.
Large, small. Okay, we can use that one.
Может быть, не прямо одновременно.
You can drop both of them on the foot restraints, and also you don't have to remove panels simultaneously because you can mix up the connectors, and it's going to be easier for you later on if you don't do to install the new ones. All right, so let's do patch panel number 20 first, and then Alexey will unbundle the cable, uncoil it, and Ivan is going to proceed with patch panel 21 ops.
This is Mission Control Houston, 1 hour, 49 minutes into today's spacewalk. The first task, the installation of the container with the all-sky monitor X-ray detection experiment that has now been installed on the Zvezda service module. And the two cosmonauts, Alexey Ovchinin and Ivan Wagner, are beginning work on the removal of 4 connector patch panels from 2 separate workstations on Zvezda, 2 sets of 2 panels apiece. The old connector patch panels will be part of a bundle of items to be discarded and jettisoned by Ovchinin off of the end of the European robotic arm at the end of today's spacewalk. The International Space Station is now crossing the northern coast of Venezuela, moving from northwest to southeast at an altitude of 260 statute miles.
Well, all the connector patch panel have been removed, as well as all the connectors. Copy. I'm going to check once again. The tether is secured. Copy. All right. The patch panel is removed. Copy. Ivan, Alexey, I have a request for you. We did not talk about it. Once you start bundling up the old connector patch panels, make sure that the MLI flap is not fully closed, but can you make sure that they're facing each other? This is necessary to avoid them just hanging around. So the leucos will be facing outside, but the actual flaps, which is pretty frayed right now, those should be between the plates. Should we try the lurker clip to lurker clip config? Then the MLI flaps will be on the outside. Well, we need to make sure that both MLI flaps are facing each other. All right, so we're gonna check that once we get to it, once we start bundling them up. All right. Let it float for now. Copy. Well, I'm gonna unbundle this bundle. Yes, and once you start doing that, make sure that enable that there is a tether for each of them. Yes, of course. Here it is, the bundle. I'm going to release them now. Yes, of course you can release it now. Where is it? I can't see it. It's in the back. I'm going to hand it over to you in a second.
Okay. So let me see, this is panel 20, right? Let me secure my tether.
Доложите о ваших тепловых ощущениях.
Please report your feelings temperature-wise. EV1 is feeling fine. EV2 is good. Copy. Okay, let's go.
Так, я здесь расстыковал. Сейчас, подожди тоже.
Okay, I demated. Please stand by.
Ты куда полетел-то?
Where are you
Сокол,
floating?
ясный.
Like a bird.
Oh, yeah.
What are you talking about?
Повторите, что полетело?
Could you repeat what's floating away?
Это Ваня полетел.
Vanya is floating away.
О, знаете, такие слова.
But he didn't
слова всегда пугают на выходе.
fly away far. Well, it's kind of scary words for an EVA.
Сокол полетел.
Well, I said flying like a bird. Okay, this is panel 20. Okay, this is 21.
As we approach the 2-hour mark into today's spacewalk, the International Space Station is currently flying 260 miles over the Amazon jungle, moving from northwest to southeast. Ovchinin and Wagner currently in the process of removing and replacing a series of 4 connector patch panels, electrical connection areas for functioning of the Zvezda service module. This follows the installation of an X-ray source experiment on Zvezda that completed the first task in today's spacewalk, the 272nd spacewalk, in support of space station assembly, maintenance, and upgrades.
Stand by. Is that it? Let me check. Please do a wiggle test. Did it go in? Yes, it did. Unintelligible. Is this the right one? Yeah, it didn't go in.
Когда вставляете, немножко колечко потянуть.
Try pulling on the ring while you're inserting it. Maybe you can't push it through the ledge. Let's remove this. I don't see it. It's covering my view. Shall I hold it? No, just stand by. Please take white cable. Maybe I'll be pushing and you'll be pulling the ring.
This is Mission Control Houston. We've hit the 2-hour mark into today's spacewalk by Alexey Ovchinin and Ivan Wagner. It got underway at 9:36 a.m. Central Time, 10:36 a.m. Eastern Time. The two cosmonauts
we're interfering with each other,
who are currently in the midst of what is the third spacewalk out of the International Space Station this year, the second for Ovchinin in his career and the first for Wagner. They've already installed an X-ray experiment package on the Zvezda service module and now are working in tandem on the installation of 4 different connector patch panels at 2 different work sites on Zvezda.
Now it's in. Copy. 2 hours, 1 minute is the EVA time. Copy. I have a suggestion. Please spread out the connectors on the connector patch panel and let's make a pause. Okay. Okay, this is 4. 22. I have 22. It's 20-2.
20-й плате у нас разъемы, начиная 20-2
so it's 20-2 through 20-6. All 5 connectors, all of them go to connector patch panel 20. Okay, this is 20-3. Artem, shall I start working with panel 21? Copy. Do you need him?
Я только что
Vanya?
особо ничего не делал.
I'm not doing anything. Okay, copy. You may proceed.
Алексей, а ты сфотографируешь, как ты разложил?
Alexey, did you take a photo of the connectors?
Давай после МВН-овского.
Может, ее пока не закрывать, нам все равно 22 нужно.
Maybe we shouldn't close it yet because we'll need 22.
Да, ее может пока не закрывать, но все равно к ней разъем от МВН будем стыковать.
Because we will need to connect the MVN connectors.
Ты пока снимай проволочный фиксатор с этой платы.
Alexey,
Можно повязать на старую его.
please remove the wire tie and attach it to the old plate.
Я решил снять сначала.
I decided to remove it
сложно,
first.
просто на камере не видно, так, чтобы маркировка разъемов попадала в кадр, повернуть таким образом разъем.
And please rotate connectors in a way that the labels are visible.
Зафиксировал 21-ю плату.
Okay, I secured panel 21. Copy.
Large small.
Unintelligible.
Принято.
Copy.
Так, этот у нас здесь.
Okay, this one is here.
Здесь.
Station Moscow on SG1 for Alexander regarding electron purge in MLM.
Артем, что там про Zvezda был говорил?
Could you repeat your last?
Как ты страховал фиксирующую плату?
I was just asking, how did you tether the connector patch panel? You don't have to use the adjustable tether for that.
Хорошо, да. Adjustable я зацепил за якорь, чтобы
Okay,
глубину выбрать.
I hooked the adjustable tether on the foot restraint to take out the slack.
Так, снимаю плату.
Okay, I'm removing the patch panel.
Так, я снимаю видео.
Okay,
Все разъемы.
I'm taking a
Маркировку
video.
развернул вверх.
I rotated connectors so the labels are visible.
Принято, спасибо.
Copy.
Леш,
Thank
можно
you.
снимать транспортировочный карабин с этой
Alexey, you may remove equipment tether hook from this panel.
This is Mission Control Houston. The two cosmonauts continue to work with each other in the replacement of a series of connector patch panels on the Zvezda service module on two different locations. 4 panels in all. The old connector patch panels will be bundled as part of items to be discarded by Ovchinin at the end of today's spacewalk.
Or secure the
новые платы, которые тоже установил.
panel that Ivan is removing, and you can also remove the wire tie from the panel that you just installed. Copy. I removed equipment tether, detached the hook from panel 20. Copy. Ivan, did you remove the old one? I removed the old one. Okay, please hold this. It's on red. Okay, I took it, so I'm removing. Let me secure it with the tether. Okay. Okay, I'm getting the new plate to the work site. I'm removing the wire tie from installed panel 20. Copy. And you can tie it to the old panel. Okay.
The view from the helmet camera for Alexey Ovchinin, wearing the Orlan suit with the red stripes as EV1, or extravehicular crew member number 1 today. This is Ovchinin's second spacewalk, having accrued 6 hours and 1 minute of spacewalking time back in 2019 on his initial excursion outside of the International Space Station with cosmonaut Alexey.
Power cycle it. But first remove the adjustable tether. What adjustable? Your adjustable tether.
The view 260 miles below of the South Atlantic as the International Space Station flies smoothly on, moving from northwest to southeast on this orbit of the Earth.
Your adjustable tether. Let it stay where it is for now. Artem, I shouldn't have removed the adjustable. It's just, it's not allowed to use it this way. I didn't know that. I thought it's supposed to be used for tethering. Okay, 5. Do you receive the video? No, we're not receiving video from you. Okay, I'm putting back Put it up. The cable doesn't allow me to do this. We had a brief handover. We didn't hear your last. But my understanding is that you are securing the connectors. What? Nothing. No, the thing is with the cable. So, regarding securing the removed panels, so I will put the flap on the flat surface and flat surfaces facing each other, and Lyrica clips will be facing outside. Yes, because we want to secure the MLI flap.
While we wait for the resumption of a downlink TV signal from the International Space Station, you're listening to the interpreted conversations between Russian flight controllers there in Korolyov outside of Moscow, who are in the Russian Mission Control Center, and cosmonauts Alexey Ovchinin and Ivan Wagner working outside the station, working to secure a series of connector patch panels at 2 locations on the Zvezda service module. Today's spacewalk now 2 hours and 15 minutes in duration, as the cosmonauts are continuing to work very close to the timeline on a variety of tasks that will also include the removal of a series of material science and biological samples experiments from the vicinity of the Poisk module at the space-facing side of the Russian segment of the station, and the relocation of a control panel for the European robotic arm that is attached to the Naoka multi-purpose laboratory module.
Okay, I secured the connectors. Now, please take photos of connector configuration and Icarus payload as well.
У нас через 6 минут наступит тень.
And we have a sunset in 6 minutes.
Так, камеру включил.
I activated my camera, starting taking video. Copy.
Сначала фиксирующие платы, а потом общую обстановку вокруг.
Then take a video of the connector patch panel first, and then general view. Okay, I'm taking a video of the connector patch panels, and what's next? General environment around you. Alexey, MVN, Icarus, all of these items. Okay, I see Icarus.
На MLM тоже.
And you may point the camera on the MLM as well. I just don't want to be hanging on the tethers. I'm taking a video of Alexey. Okay, solar arrays.
MLM.
MLM. More solar arrays.
Так, ну, все.
Okay, that's it. I'm deactivating camera for now. Yes, you can do that. Please help Alexey with bundling up the panels. Okay.
Все, отключил.
Okay, I deactivated it. Copy. Unintelligible.
Так, давай. Сейчас вторую фиксирующую плату.
Let's take the second removed connector patch panel. Stand by.
Каких закрою?
Unintelligible.
Так, прилипло.
You see this?
Так. Вторая плата.
Second panel.
Это.
Copy.
Вторая плата, вон она.
The securing of these 4 connector patch panels involves the disconnection and reconnection of a number of electrical connectors, taking photos of those connectors and closing insulation flaps along the panels themselves to protect them against thermal expansion and contraction as the International Space Station flies in and out of daylight and darkness.
Так.
Okay.
Так, проволока где? С какой
Where's
стороны?
the wire tie? I didn't remove it
Я
yet.
намотал. А, вот. С этой стороны.
I gave it to you. It's on this hook.
Так, тогда, значит, вот так вот. Надо прикручивать.
Okay, then we'll need
Только потом,
to
подожди, потом мы
attach them like this, but then we won't be able to remove the hook. Let me swap the hook.
Если мы так завернем.
And we'll wrap it like this.
Он из себя проволоку снял, да?
So you removed the wire tie from yourself, right? Right?
Так, давай. Держи.
Okay, please hold.
Я сейчас перефиксирую туда,
Okay,
короче.
let me reattach the hook while you're holding it,
Потом просто карабин не снимем.
because then we won't be able to detach the hook.
Не получится. Да, мне кажется, получится.
I think we can do it like this.
Кольцо надо.
You can use the ring,
Так кольцом рывки закрыли, потому что загнули его.
but we closed the MLI flap, so we can't use it. Yeah, you can attach it to the wire tie.
Что?
Come again?
С проволокой и за проволочный фиксатор.
You can attach it to the wire tie and wrap the wire around it.
Проволока творит чудеса.
Wire ties make wonders. All right. On one side, we have it secured. Now, let's go from the other side. Ivan, here is the French hook. And you have the tether underneath your right arm. Okay, let's wrap it around. Hold on, stand by. Okay. Just like that, and lead it from the inside, from this side to the other. Give me a second. All right, it's even.
Только у меня просьба зацепить
Could you please secure the transport tether to both rings? Yeah, Artyom, but we need to wrap it around first. Copy. Wrap it a little bit more. Okay, that's enough. And on the other side. All right. Okay. Number 2021 is secured with the tethers. French hooks are secured to both sides of the wire tie. Okay, and for number 21, Alexey, Ivan needs to remove the wire tie, and you should take the cable from MVN monoblock. Move to unintelligible. Okay. I'm going to free up the cable from MVN. Copy. And I have 1.3, and the cable bay can be secured nearby so that it doesn't float away. Copy. I have the cable bay secured with the adjustable tether. Copy. And I have removed the wire tie. Let me put it and put it in the trash bag. RP 20-2. That's the connector that I have now in my hand. What's the number?
20-2.
20-2.
This is Mission Control Houston as we approach the 2.5-hour mark into today's Russian spacewalk by Roscosmos cosmonauts Alexey Ovchinin and Ivan Wagner. We are in a handover between satellites on the tracking and data relay satellite system. We'll pick up communications from the station video-wise momentarily. The two cosmonauts have installed a experiment package, a monoblock as it's called, that houses an X-ray detection experiment called the All-Sky Monitor, and are in the process of removing and replacing old electrical connector patch panels at 2 work sites on the Zvezda service module with new units.
Well, Artyom, I'm going to be done with number 3 soon. This is what we talked about. So the first connector needs to be secured to platform 12. And then to 20. We did not copy. Okay, so first is 3, then 20, and then 12 panel. Okay, and I am going to take, Artyom, I'm going to take the tether from the connector patch panel. Copy. Okay, I am done with number 21. Copy. Let me find the connector. My connector is H3, correct?
49U, H3.
49U, H3. Copy. And for me, 3AR. 3, 2, R. That's going to be for number 20. Alexey, one of those. Right here. All right, here is yours. Got it? Could you please check the markings? Is it the one that we need? HP3-2M. Copy. Ivan, you can thread it underneath the handrail. Will do. We should probably disconnect it from the... Okay, I'm going to... Panel 12. Right. And you need to get into the cable holder. and this wire tie, and then tighten it securely. And you, Alexey, you need to route the cables carefully so that they don't tangle up. All right, hold on. Let me roll them up a little bit here. See here, it's above your head now. We probably do not disconnect it from the arrow handle. No.
Просто он потянет, и может из дырки разъем. Что? Из дырки может вырвать разъем.
But you can probably pull it out, the electrical connector, from the leer.
А, тот из дырки ты имеешь? Да. Ну ладно, ты проведи потом это все его под...
Well, you can thread it for now.
Так, Артем.
Artyom.
Вот мягким поручнем, да? Вот мягким.
Underneath the soft handrail, right? Right, so that the cable is not in the way later.
Так его и подплатой надо как-то, да?
Well, I should probably go underneath the panel too. Yes, if possible. So that we don't have any issues later.
Так, ну тогда надо и у Алексея подать, да, я кажется.
All right, and it should probably be the same for Alexey too, right?
This is Mission Control Houston, 2 hours 37 minutes into today's spacewalk. Just to recap, Alexey Ovchinin and Ivan Wagner opened the hatch to the Poisk module airlock at 9:36 a.m. Central Time, 10:36 a.m. Eastern Time to begin the 272nd spacewalk in support of space station assembly maintenance and upgrades. This third spacewalk out of the International Space Station this year is the second for Ovchinin in his career and the first for Ivan Wagner. The two cosmonauts working in tandem installed a package containing an X-ray detection experiment called the All-Sky Monitor that was installed on a bracket on the Zvezda service module, and the two cosmonauts are working in tandem to install a series of 4 connector patch panels, new connector patch panels at 2 work sites on the service module to replace older versions.
Do you see it now?
Once this work is complete, they will press ahead in the vicinity of the Poisk module from which they began their spacewalk a little over 2.5 hours ago to remove a series of experiments and to relocate ultimately at the Naoka Multipurpose Laboratory Module a control panel for the European robotic arm. That European robotic arm will be operated from inside the space station by Alexander Gorbanov to maneuver Ovchinin around. He will be mounted at the end of the robotic arm at the end of the spacewalk today to jettison a bundle of discarded items from today's excursion. The International Space Station is flying from southwest to northeast over Indonesia at an altitude of 260 statute miles. The other crew members on board the station, the 4 NASA astronauts, Commander Sonny Williams, and flight engineers Nick Hague, Don Pettit, and Butch Wilmore, are wrapping up their work for the day. They're in their evening preparations to move into a pre-sleep period that will be followed by them beginning a sleep period near the back end of today's spacewalk.
And I'm showing you the image.
Сейчас мы контроль стыковки подтвердим.
Вот я показываю, видно, нет?
Да, видно на камеру. Просьба.
Okay, we see the camera. Could you please take a picture?
Так, вот с вами маркировка, если видно.
And if you can see
Да, принято.
the markings.
Вань, сфотографируй, пожалуйста, состояние.
And
Что?
could you please take a picture of the picture attachment panel? Copy.
Тогда перед закрытием муфти, да.
Okay, before you close the MLI, could you please take a picture? Ivan,
Так, я дошел.
monitor the connection.
До первого кабельного держателя.
All right, I got to the cable holder.
Вложить туда кабель.
And
Принято, Алексей.
I will try to put in the cable there.
Чтобы не пользоваться ключом для расстрела.
Do not use the wrench.
И после этого
Try to
вращаться.
press, and then the wing nut is going to start rotating. Copy.
Мне, наверное, придется ключом.
All right. I will probably have to use the wrench.
Так, камеру включу.
All right, the camera is on.
Принято.
Copy.
Так, снимаю.
All right, I am removing the attachment panel. Copy.
Можно заканчивать фотосъемку и переходить к 20 слайду.
All right, Ivan, wrap up with the imagery and start translating.
Так, а где она?
Where is it?
В конце тени осталось 10 минут.
And sunrise is in 10 seconds.
Очень понятно, за что она здесь.
It's not quite clear what it's holding on to with Velcro here.
Возможно, кабельный проволочный фиксатор там какой-то.
Maybe a wire tie or something.
Он сбоку намотан просто, и все в проволочку.
Well, this wire tie is just like tied around and that's it.
Получается, если там прям сложно...
Honestly, do whatever works. And press on.
Вот это спин. А тут есть проволочный фиксатор, наверное, на него я мотаю.
There is a wire tie that I can connect to or secure to
Если возражение.
if you have no objections.
И к поручню.
And to the handrail. Copy.
Леш, может не мучиться от руки сначала затянуть, а потом уже Иван будет тебя догонять. И...
Well, maybe you can tighten the covers and then Ivan is going to be coming right after you.
Я положил, он выскочил из леса.
Well, I put it here, but it escaped from the Lirka.
Так, оплата закончена.
All right, I am done with connect the panel, and I'm moving on to number 20.
Так, на 20-й я с которым стыкую.
Okay, with
У нас две задачи. Первая — уложить в лифт,
number 20.
которые состыковывали внутри.
What's the goal here?
Какая задача?
You need to
23, который...
secure number 23, the one that's on MB right now.
Его вверху 23, правильно?
So you want number 23 with Lirka, right? Correct.
Так, Артем, завел первый
Artyom,
держатель.
I put it into
Продолжаю.
the first holder, and I am
12
moving towards panel 12.
Так,
How is it?
вверху 23, разъем ХПВ,
Ha,
ХСП.
so unintelligible SP-23.
Теперь работаем с разъемом КФП-20-2. И ответ не тот.
Okay, now work with connector 26-2. Correction 20-2.
С 22, правильно?
All right. 22, right? Correct. So it's going to be -22, -20, -2.
Так, засыковал, видно, нет?
All right, I have it connected. Do you see?
Принято. Нет, не видно у нас
No,
твою правую руку.
we don't.
Играй тогда вверху.
So,
Сейчас.
because of your right hand. Let me try and move the camera a little bit. What about now?
Наблюдаем сам
Okay, we see it.
блокировку с другой стороны.
And, okay, try showing it to us from the other side.
Вот маркировка 22 на 22.
So, 2 to 22.
И через
Okay, good.
2 минуты у нас
So you have the Lirka clip.
можно будет провести фотосъемку крейсера.
Unintelligible.
Что тоже снимать?
Do you want me to remove it as well?
Конечно, фото надо отснять.
Yes, you need to remove the panel. You need to
Подожди, ну GoPro сейчас отмоет.
photograph the panel.
Хорошо, ну
Okay, we can just go with the GoPro.
теперь ты будешь ожидать
And
разъема на 12
you can see the
для того, чтобы снимать чехлы защитные.
all the
В принципе, тебе сейчас некуда торопиться.
connectors.
Что не пригодится?
The other thing is not,
Торопиться.
you don't need to rush, guys. Could you repeat your last?
Контроль цирковки второго разъема.
Do not rush.
Третьего разъема.
We are verifying that the connectors are made it correctly.
Хорошо.
Copy. So for connector number 3, do you see, are you getting anything?
Стыковка подтверждена.
Connector meeting?
То есть подогревается.
It is warming up.
Пока еще не включали осмотр, но мотор прикрепил.
All right.
Вань, сейчас тебе надо
Ivan,
подумать, как снимать защитные чехлы.
right now you have to figure out how to remove the protective covers.
С обратной стороны МВН.
Moscow is coming in very low. Well, we're going to figure it out once we see it, once we get to it.
Фал прикреплен туда.
The tether is attached there already, so we'll try it.
Ну, можно сейчас свои фалы размещать уже для подготовки к выполнению этой операции.
You can position the tethers now to set up for these operations. So I have to close up the plate here, not to go back to this task. Let me just inaudible.
Так, снимаю на GoPro.
I'm going to remove it. Okay, copy.
Сейчас начнем крутить солнечные батареи для вашего перехода предполагаемого на 4-ю плоскость.
You're gonna start translating to plane 4 soon, and we'll also start solar area ops for that. Okay.
Так, ну тут вот развело.
Well, the inaudible is here. I have removed everything.
Закрываю.
I'm going to close out the MOI now. Copy.
Так, я завел во второй кабельный держатель.
And it is now inserted into the second cable clamp, and it is secured now. Copy. Alexey, I have a proposal for you. Do not insert any more cable holders now. Instead, you can start connector mating or plate 12. And then you're going to do the cable clamps operations, and Ivan will start removing the covers. All right, copy.
Так, все, плату закрыл.
All right, so the connector patch panel is covered now.
This is Mission Control Houston, approaching the 3-hour mark in today's spacewalk by Alexey Ovchinin and Ivan Wagner. You see them operating together along the Zvezda service module just under the solar array, one of the 2 solar arrays on Zvezda. They are in the home stretch of installing the 4th of 4 connector patch panels, brand new panels, to replace older versions, and hooking up all of the various cables and clamps that will hold those connector panels in place. Once that's complete, Wagner intends to remove protective covers from a device called a monoblock. That's essentially a container that was installed earlier in today's spacewalk on Zvezda that houses a payload named the All-Sky Monitor. That payload will detect, record, and downlink X-ray celestial information, a science experiment, basically an astronomical type of experiment, to collect data on X-ray sources.
Swap my hooks. I don't think I can reach here. I don't think it's going to work. Copy.
The International Space Station is flying just to the south of Alaska, about to begin a northwest to southeasterly course that will carry it across Northern California and the western United States. Again, we're at the 3-hour mark in today's spacewalk by Ovchinin and Wagner. This is the 272nd spacewalk in support of space station assembly, maintenance, and upgrades. The first for Expedition 72, the second for Ovchinin, the first spacewalk in Ivan Wagner's career.
I can see that you are near connector patch panel number 12. Yes, I am near panel 12. We need connector 49 to 3. It is covered with a cap. We're going to have to uncap it. Stand by. Let me unbundle it first. Is there going to be a lot of cable slack? What do you mean? Slack? Did you say cable slack? Yes. Is there a lot of slack? Yes, I see. There is a lot. But you're going to use the shortest path, and I think you're going to have to make another loop. Alexey, your cable got tangled up a bit. Make sure it is not kinked or anything. No, everything is fine with it. Actually, just unbundle it. Please be careful with it. All right. Are you trying to redo something? Well, I'm going to have to, I would like to tighten this cable. All right, so I am here. The panel's open. And I need which connector?
49U-H3. Он, по идее, на тебя смотрит.
49U X-ray. You should be facing it. Is it this one?
А сейчас засветка от солнца.
There's somewhere now. Yes, it's that one. 49U-X-ray. Yes, please tether the cap. Make sure it is tied. It is tied up to the wire tie. Okay, so you can uncap it and you can keep the cap there as it is. Copy.
Three hours and 6 minutes into today's spacewalk, Ovchinin and Wagner continue their work to wrap up the installation of a series of connector patch panels on the Zvezda service module. They're going to be closing out that work before long, and we'll be moving back to stow some of the equipment at the hatchway to the Poisk airlock before proceeding on for their next task, which will be the removal of several exposure experiments that have housed material science and biological sample experiments over the past several years.
Artem, how exactly are we supposed to tie the covers?
То есть мы их скомкаем и
to the plates. So are we gonna just bundle them and attach them to the plates?
По сути, как полотенце подвязываем. Вот аналогичная схема.
You're gonna do the same as what we do with the towels, same configuration. Okay, I copy that. So the connector is mated. Copy. Alexey, stand by for connection verification, and please take photographs with the Zvezda camera. Make sure that you don't take photographs of the patch panel only, but of MRAM2 as well. Location that where you're at right now, or just for us to check its condition, make sure it's good. All right, so I'm going to take photographs or videos of the connector, MRAM2, and the plate. And you can take photographs of Ivan too. If you can see the collimators from your position, please take a picture or video of them too.
Хорошо.
All right.
Нет, наверное, не видны.
No, I don't think I can get them.
Надо будет вот здесь на отходе.
We're going to capture collimators once we go around the EKTS command and telemetry system. Copy. I'm going to open the cover now.
Секунду.
Artem, stand by one, please.
Ждем подтверждения.
Yes, we still need to verify the connection.
Вань, все, снимаем чехол.
Ivan, you're going to remove the cover, and please start with the one that's farthest from you. Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Дальний снял.
Okay, the cover that was farthest from me is removed. Copy, that's great news. Make sure that you tether the second one, remove it, and then you're going to tie them up together.
Можно его adjustable застраховать.
You can use an adjustable tether to tether it, and you can pull on it. I'm going to use the same hook to tether it.
У тебя не светит?
Are you sure that it's not going to come off? And I mean the hook that's on cover one.
Да не должен.
It shouldn't. It is tethered.
Alexey, наблюдаем.
Copy, Alexey, and we're watching you.
Второй чехол.
You can see cover 2 is removed. Copy, Ivan.
Второй чехол снял, Ваня говорит.
Ivan is saying that cover 2 is removed. Yes, we copy.
Так, теперь к плате, да?
So, do we move on to the plate, the panel next? Well, yes, you're going to have to tie it up to the panel. So can I
This is Mission Control Houston. Ivan Wagner has removed a pair of protective covers from the X-ray experiment package that was installed by him and Alexey Ovchinin a short time ago. The first task of today's spacewalk, which is now 3 hours and 13 minutes in duration. These covers will be part of a total of 7 items that will be bundled together by Ovchinin and Wagner to be jettisoned by Ovchinin while he is at the end of the European robotic arm later in today's spacewalk. The crew is running behind their timeline, but continuing to make progress. The next series of activities will be the removal of a series of exposure experiments that have been attached to the outside of the Poisk module. That's the same module on the space-facing side of the Russian segment of the station that houses the airlock from which today's spacewalk emanated.
Ivan, are you removing 2 covers simultaneously or one by one? No, just 2 simultaneously. All right, copy. By the way, the collimators, I was able to catch their side next to the MVN. So visually, can you give us your assessment? They're excellent. Copy, thanks. You can finish up photo ops. Let's secure the cables in cable holders, and we're going to start moving towards plane 4. Well,
This is Mission Control Houston, 3 hours, 16 minutes into today's spacewalk by Alexey Ovchinin and Ivan Wagner. While they continue their work on the Russian segment of the International Space Station, the NASA crew members on board the complex, Station Commander Sonny Williams and flight engineers Nick Hague, Don Pettit, and Butch Wilmore, are about to wrap up their day's activities, a combination of scientific research, experiment activity, and maintenance aboard the complex before they begin their sleep period a bit later this afternoon.
To make sure that the connector stays in place. What do you mean?
This is the 83rd day in space for Nick Hague and Alexander Gorbanov, who will be operating the European robotic arm later this afternoon in support of today's spacewalk, moving Alexey Ovchinin about into position to jettison discarded items from today's excursion.
It does not come off. All right, that works. Is it going to be...
This is the 198th day in space for Sonny Williams and Butch Wilmore, and the 100th day in space now for Don Pettit.
The connector patch panel. Okay, I understand now. Yes, that is no problem at all.
Ovchinin and Wagner launched with Pettit on the Soyuz MS-26 spacecraft back in September from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. They are planning to return to Earth in early April.
Artem, the towel is tied to the cover, copy. So the fact that we tucked the MLI inside and the rings are on it, it makes it more difficult, more challenging. Yes, but in this configuration, we're going to avoid the frayed MLI and FOD. So actually, once we get to plane 4, let's talk about it again and see if it makes any sense or not. Okay, so right now we have 3 tethers. There's one more. I guess I'm going to have to attach one on myself. Please keep in mind that it's going to have quite a bit of slack, and if possible, you can remove it. All right, so I'm going to attach one of those tethers on my tether. Copy. Yes, you can use the tether that's shorter. You can keep it on your body. Okay, so the shorter one. And what about the longer one? Which one is it? So, Ivan, you said 3 tethers, and where is number 4? It's on me right now. So 3 tethers are secured on the bundle, and one of them is on your body. Yes, that's affirmative.
I secured the cable in a cable clamp near panel 12. And there is one more holder that is filled with other cables. It's probably better to just tie the cable with a wire tie. Yes, I agree. It's better to secure it with wire tie. Okay, I'm ready for translation. Yes, start moving.
Approaching the 3.5-hour mark in today's spacewalk, the 2 cosmonauts and their Expedition 72 colleagues aboard the station are flying 260 miles south of Panama. Alexey, Ovchinin and Ivan Wagner are currently securing a bundle of discarded items, the old connector patch panels and protective covers from an X-ray experiment that was attached to the outside of the Zvezda service module, as the first task of today's spacewalk.
And when you have a view of the collimators, please turn around and take a video. Copy.
Так, идем к четвертой плоскости, правильно?
Okay, we are translating to plane 4, right? That is correct.
Ты на якоре Икаруса.
You are on foot restraint? What?
Ну, я просто думал, что ты
I
в другую сторону пойдешь.
Thought that you would go the other way towards Alexey. But that's okay, I understand what you're doing. Copy.
Немного смутился, когда ты оказался чуть правее, чем я ожидал.
I just got a little confused when you got a little bit to the right from where I expected you to be.
Okay.
Yes, I just got there to get my tethers figured out. Copy.
Так, все прибандажировал.
Okay, I secured it, took out the slack, and I think it looks beautiful. Copy.
С твоего ракурса, с угла, так сказать, между нашими
Alexey, I wanted to ask you
еще раз заснять обстановку финальную кабеля.
To take photos of the general arrangement of cables around panel 12, and after that you are go to translate to plane 4.
Хорошо, принято.
Copy.
Так, Артем, затягивать ничего не надо по дороге, да?
Artem, I don't need to tighten anything while I'm translating. No, Alexey finished all these operations. Copy.
Сейчас Ваня закрывают немного.
Vanya is blocking my view a little bit. Okay, then finish the imagery. Vanya, not you. Can you take images of the collimators from where you are? Let me try.
Сделаем финальную попытку.
Yes, we'll give it a final try. Because the developers asked us to take some images of the collimators. Okay.
Неумолимо летит. Да.
Time flies. That's right. I'm taking imagery of the collimators. Copy.
Ваня, помаши ручкой.
Vanya, wave your hand to me.
Ладно, давай.
Okay, imagery is complete. Copy. Let's wrap this up and continue moving towards plane 4.
Ваня, ты на третьей плоскости.
Alexey, you go first, and Ivan, when you are on plane 3, please take the bundle. Copy.
This is Mission Control Houston. A good view of Ivan Wagner on the left with the Orlan suit bearing the blue stripes, and on the right, Alexey Ovchinin wearing the suit with the red stripes. The two are going to be working in concert with each other to move a bundle of items that will be discarded later in the EVA to a location where it will be temporarily parked. There are other items to be added to this bundle that will be jettisoned by Ovchinin with his feet planted at the end of the European robotic arm that is attached to the Naoka multipurpose laboratory module on the Earth-facing side of the International Space Station's Russian segment. Mixed in to that conversation, Russian flight controllers at the Russian Mission Control Center outside of Moscow had a brief chat with Alexander Gorbanov, who's inside the complex and who will be operating the European robotic arm a little bit later to maneuver Ovchinin to the jettisoning position. That bundle of discarded items will be jettisoned aft of the station, ensuring that there's no potential for recontact with the complex. The European robotic arm that was launched with the Naoka multipurpose laboratory module in July of 2021 has a reach of 32 feet in length, the arm itself 37 feet from tip to tip. Ovchinin will move into a foot restraint at the end of the robotic arm that has two end effectors, very much like the Canadarm2 does on the U.S. segment of the International Space Station.
Я фиксирующие платы могу же оба карабина на себя, правильно?
So I can secure both tethers to myself, right? That's right.
Так. Это у меня болтается тоже.
Unintelligible.
Так, снял себе укладку.
I removed the bundle from myself. Copy, Ivan.
Снял на третьей плоскости укладку.
And I removed the bundle on plane 3. Copy.
Панели, да?
So you are near panel 17.
Что в районе 17-й панели?
Come again?
Да, 18, 19.
Yes, I can see 18, 19.
Так, я подошел.
I'm here. Copy.
Так, Алексей, у меня к тебе вопрос. Получится ли дотянуться до плат и до основания РМД?
Can you reach the base of RMD workstation, or you'll need to swap your tethers for that?
Сейчас посмотрю.
Let me try.
В принципе, вот я рукой взялся за
So I have my hand on the handrail at the base of RMD workstation,
короткий фал.
and I can secure my short tether here.
О, а у нас вот это вот что за фал? Это просто фиксирует?
And what is this tether?
Насколько я вижу, это просто транспортировочный.
As far as I see, it's equipment tether. Equipment tether. Okay, got it.
Транспортировочный. Видимо, оставили с предыдущего выхода.
Yeah, it's just equipment tether that was left from the previous EVA.
Сейчас
Copy.
попробую посмотреть получше позицию.
Let me try if I get into a better position here.
Да, поручни тут, конечно, забиты все.
Yes,
Их немного.
all the handrails here are quite filled with different things. Not many areas to attach to.
На поручень, который на левую плату идет, на 19.1.
So the handrail on 19-1 panel. And if you can't find a different location, you are go to attach your tether over there. Come again. From where to where? I see that you already tethered to the base, so never mind. Copy. And the panels are ready for removal. The connectors are unpowered. All 6 connectors should be good to be demated. And not all of them are mated. I think 4 of them should be mated and 2 are demated. Copy. Ivan, I have a question to you. So is this the soft tether or it's equipment tether?
Вот это еще, по-моему, там есть чехол на нем?
Is there a cover on it?
Чехол?
Cover?
Я на нем не вижу. Нет, это...
Yes, I don't see any cover.
Посередине, под левой рукой твоей.
I think it has a cover under your left hand. Yes, you mean this corrugated material?
Немножко тени не видно. Да,
yes.
Это мягкий поручень.
This is a soft tether. Yeah.
Их 2 здесь, да, получается?
And we have 2 over here.
Даже 3.
I think 3. Yes, you have 3 gap spanners over here. That's right.
Поручень, их 3 штуки здесь, подтверждаю.
And I confirm there should be 3 gap spanners in this location. Copy.
Сейчас я, наверное, за него зафиксируюсь.
Let me attach to it then. Ivan, yes?
У меня к тебе просьба.
I have a
Ты можешь
request for you.
сейчас оценить над головой сверху, да, вот в РНД у нас установлено оборудование разное.
We have hardware
телескоп находится HRC.
installed on ORMD workstation.
Будет виден замок.
And on top there is a periscope, and can you see the lock from your position?
Ну,
what lock?
Замок, вот белый вот этот наш HRC телескоп большой.
There is this white periscope,
да,
and there is a metal latch on it.
Сам стык вот этого телескопа тебе виден отсюда?
Can you see the interface of this periscope? Can you take images of it?
This is Mission Control Houston, 3 hours, 45 minutes into the spacewalk. A good view of Alexey Ovchinin from the helmet camera of Ivan Wagner. The 2 cosmonauts are working on the installation of new connector patch panels at 2 locations on the exterior of the Zvezda service module. They're making good time at the moment, continuing their work on this particular task before they stow equipment and temporarily tether the old connector patch panels to be discarded later in today's EVA. A good view of the Earth below as the International Space Station flies 260 miles above the planet.
How much time it spent here, so you can't take it to the airlock. Well, we'll just attach it to other tethers.
The 2 cosmonauts began this 272nd spacewalk in support of space station assembly, maintenance, and upgrades at 9:36 a.m. Central Time, 10:36 a.m. Eastern Time. The 3rd spacewalk of the year out of the International Space Station, the 2nd for Ovchinin, and the 1st for Ivan Wagner.
So I didn't understand you, Artem. So my camera is looking down. So where is this interface location as compared to Alexey?
The station is currently flying over the South Atlantic, about to move into an orbital sunset. Ovchinin's first spacewalk occurred in 2019, a 6-hour, 1-minute excursion.
Okay, let me try.
Так, открыл.
As you see from Wagner's helmet camera, Ovchinin wearing the Orlan suit bearing the red stripes, Wagner's suit bears the blue stripes.
So the connectors are in accordance with the labeling. Yes, 1 through 6. And number 6 is the high frequency cable. Up. We have a sunset in 7 minutes. Copy. Okay, I took some images. Copy. Thank you very much, Vanya. So how can I help you, Alyosha? Please pull away these cables. No, don't touch the connectors, just cables. Somebody tangled this up pretty hard. I guess we had a hero that did this. Yeah, because it's going under and it's attached over there. Can you look from the other side? Yeah, we had a smart person here who did this. What connector are you talking about? Which one is secured? It's the whole connector patch panel it's secured with wire ties. Copy. Yes, I can see that. Okay, I removed 19-1. Copy. It's under your left foot. Less than 4 minutes to sunset. And we'll have a brief handover. We'll have no video and audio comm, also maybe LOS. Up. Okay, maybe I should start the next panel.
Повтори, пожалуйста.
Come again, Vanya? Should I start working with the next patch panel? Yes, if you can, please do that, secure it and start dismantling.
Хорошо.
Copy inward.
Я беру один из фалов, который...
I'm taking one of the tethers that was previously removed. Copy. Okay.
Страховал.
Okay, I have it secured.
Alexey, Ivan.
Ivan.
Тепловые ощущения доложить.
How do you feel temperature-wise?
Нормально.
I'm fine.
Нормально.
I'm feeling fine.
Принято.
Copy.
В начале выхода было хорошо и отлично.
In the beginning of EVA, we had great and good.
Так, 10-9.
Unintelligible.
Да, карабин фала не
Alexey,
защелкнулся.
your hook did not close on the equipment tether.
Иван, Алексей, у нас снова появился.
Ivan, Alexey, we are AOS.
Да.
Copy.
Так, снял старый плат.
All right.
Застраховано.
I have removed the old panel. It's secured.
Тоже была замотана.
Понятно, принято.
Copy.
Пропала связь.
And Alexey, before we went
Транспортировочного фала
LOS,
закрыт до конца.
could you please verify that the transport tether
У кого?
Тебя, Алексей, транспортировочный карабин не был закрыт.
French hook is closed
У него.
because it was not closed earlier?
Я его уже сделал правильно.
I have already fixed that. Copy.
Ух ты.
Wow.
Что-то слишком длинный фал.
It's a very long tether.
Да. Ладно, твоя.
And here is
Сейчас я тут слежу, вот он фал длинный, она почти до
yours.
батареи долетела.
Here is your panel.
Проводник завижу. Так, у первого.
Right, for EV1 in the primary tank, we have 266 atmospheres, battery power 27.4, 276 for the EV2.
Принято.
Copy.
Так. Держишь?
You got it?
Вот ты ее прицепил куда-то, да? Ну, она на фале, да.
And it is secured to the tether. For EV1, have panel 19.1 installed. Copy. And the transport tethers, we need to take them, right? Yes, you only leave the old one. Copy. All right, I have installed 19-2. Copy. When you figured out all the connectors, please take imagery. Copy, will do. All right, you've been out of the door for 4 hours already. Copy.
This is Mission Control Houston, as you heard through the interpreter. Flight controllers at the Russian Mission Control Center in Korolyov, outside of Moscow, informing Alexey Ovchinin and Ivan Wagner that they have now passed the 4-hour mark into today's spacewalk, the third spacewalk out of the International Space Station this year. The two cosmonauts are wrapping up work in the replacement of connector patch panels at 2 locations on the Zvezda service module. The old connector patch panels are being placed in a bundle and temporarily stowed. They will be discarded and jettisoned by Alexey Ovchinin later in today's spacewalk. Once this activity is complete, the two cosmonauts will be returning to the Poisk module to take out containers. Those containers will be used to stow a couple of exposure experiments, one called Vinaslavast, the other called Indicator. These are experiments that have been exposed to the environment of space to measure the effect of space and radiation on materials science samples as well as biological samples over the course of time. They will be returned inside the International Space Station and later returned to Earth aboard a Soyuz vehicle for study by engineers and scientists on the ground.
Is it possible for you to just take screenshots from the camera? Ivan, your camera is off. And Alexey's is going to be off in just a few seconds because we are approaching temperature limits. Okay. All right. Taking imagery. Copy. All right. I took imagery. Copy. All right, let's close the MLI flaps and proceed towards the EV hatch. Let us clean it up here first. Alexey, what about this one? Maybe it's a good idea to have it secure, clean up as well.
This is Mission Control. Once the two cosmonauts wrap up final inspection of the connector patch panel work that they have been doing on the service module, they will return the old connector patch panels and temporarily stow them inside the airlock hatch. They will later be removed from the airlock, and that bundle will be jettisoned by Alexey Ovchinin. So we're standing by for the completion of this task before the two cosmonauts move on to the next series of activities, which will be the removal of several material science and biological materials experiments that have been stowed on the outside of the Poisk module. They'll be placed in containers and returned to the airlock for later study and return to Earth.
All right, I closed the MLI. Try and tie it up here. Hold on. Talking over each other. I have two wire ties here in the back. And you have two wire ties over there too, right? Yes. We have the long ones. Okay, one of those panels is pretty dark. Yes, but the state of the MLI over those panels is much better. Your colleagues are saying that previous panels were and MLIs were in much worse shape than these ones. Okay. Okay. One tether is secured to me. One umbilical is secured to me. Correction. Are you going to secure it to yourself or to me? Where is the second bundle? On plane 3. All right, let me secure it to myself then. All right, and I've got the tether. All right, I got it. Okay. I have it secured. Have the bundle secured to myself with 2 tethers. Hold on, there is one more tether. Where? It's a wire tie. Secured to this thing. On ORMD. To this one, to number 4? Yes, to the left. But it used to be here. No, I removed it at the top.
This is Mission Control Houston, 4 hours, 11 minutes into the spacewalk by Alexey Ovchinin and Ivan Wagner. They have completed the replacement of connector patch panels at 2 workstations on the Zvezda service module. Next up, the 2 cosmonauts will make their way to the airlock hatch on the Poisk module with the bundle of old connector patch panels, temporarily stowing that bundle on a handrail right outside of the hatchway. So the work is continuing for the two cosmonauts. Once they have stowed this bundle of old equipment, they'll be taking out of the airlock hatch two containers that will be used to stow
to the bundle.
Several experiments that have been exposed to the environment of space for some time. The two experiments, Venaslavast, and the other experiment called the Indicator Experiment and Test Exposure Unit Experiment, a total of 3 such experiments that will be brought back inside the station for later study.
Are we done with everything near this Uram-2? Yes. So we are going back to EV hatch. As you are moving, there will be the solar array will be rotating, and we are thinking that it's going to be easier to follow along plane 3. And then for a few minutes there will be a short LOS coming up. Copy, thank you.
The International Space Station is currently flying from southwest and northeast, about to pass over Bangkok, Thailand. Everything continuing to go smoothly with today's spacewalk that began at 9:36 a.m. Central Time, 10:36 a.m. Eastern Time. The 272nd spacewalk in support of space station assembly, maintenance, and upgrades. Alexey, Ivan, here I am with you again. Copy. We are elated to have you back. Thank you. We started moving to EV hatch 1. So you moved by PNL 17 and getting closer to number 16, right?
Да.
Affirmative. And I'm near plane 4. With unintelligible 3. Copy.
атмосферного давления в основном кислородном баллоне 250.
251 atmospheres in oxygen tank 1.
27,6.
Voltage is 27.6. It's increasing then.
А я отключил светильники.
I turned off the lights.
Принято. Зачем они в ночи нужны, да?
Yeah, right. Why would you need them in orbital night?
Слушай, это
Well,
не на как-то тускловато стали светить. Я
well,
включил наш.
our USOS one started being not so bright, so I turned on ours.
Взял укладку.
All right, I've got the bundle.
Принято, Вань.
Copy, Ivan.
Перехожу на 12-ю плату сюда.
And I'm
Принято.
moving on
У
to
нас сейчас время
panel
выхода
12.
4 часа 18 минут.
So you've been out for 4 hours, 18 minutes.
Дойдем до минус второго.
Once we get to
Предлагаю поговорить о дальнейшем ходе
MRM2,
операции и задач ВКД.
I would like to suggest a discussion regarding our next tasks and the rest of the plan for the EVA.
После того, как придем, во время отдыха поговорим о
So
дальнейших
you
действиях.
have some rest time planned for that moment. So
Хорошо, принято.
I suggest we talk over what we do next during the EVA. Copy.
Предварительно скажу так, Вань, ты готовься идти к штанге БВП.
All right.
Алексей,
Alexey, you will be going to the boom.
Манипулятор Евы.
And Alexey,
Я что?
what did you say regarding me?
Алексей, ты располагаешься на поручне переходе.
Alexey,
Или где-то в этой зоне.
you are going to position yourself next to the translation handle,
Точке, над ПХО, где ты будешь ходить.
and then you
Тебе надо будет пойти
unintelligible PHO point.
после укладку
After
и вот, ну, дальше обсудим еще.
you unintelligible bundle will be moving unintelligible. Copy. Station Moscow Space Ground 1 for Alexander.
У меня к тебе просьба, можешь включить и выключить и включить камеру ХЕКа?
Кому? Кому просьба?
Who are you asking to turn off the HECA camera? Ivan, it's going to be for you. Could you please turn off and turn on your HECA camera?
Нажал 2.
All right, I pressed the button twice. Copy, thank you.
Так. Сейчас мы обойдем здесь.
All right, let us round this side.
У нас 6 минут остается.
All right, you have 6 minutes till sunrise. Copy.
До света.
Till sunrise, you said?
До света.
Yep, till sunrise.
Принято.
Copy.
Делаем вот так.
Let's do it like this. interferences. Is it your bundle? Yes. So you can take this on. All of it? Yes, of course. It's pretty light.
How much?
Do you need help? Yes, thank you. Actually, if you move head first, that will be better and more convenient for you.
Выходы из тени 3 минуты.
3 minutes remaining until sunrise.
Да, приняли.
Copy.
Так, где еще поручень? А, вот. Где еще поручень?
Where is the handrail? Here it is. And the hatch is right behind your back. Yes, I can tell more or less.
Выходной поручень от тебя рядом, вот он.
And the handrail is right next to you, right there.
Укладку с платами
Ivan,
оставлять на поручне переходе.
connector
Отходить дальше.
patch panel bundle can remain on the shortcut handrail, and you can continue translation. Stand by.
Так, укладку здесь на переход.
So, where do I keep the bundle on the shortcut handrail? This is Alexander. I'm ready to continue. Alexander, we have a request for you. Please restart telemetry recording. You're going to have to stop it and turn it back on.
Плохо.
Did you copy? Not really. Is it Alexander?
Вань,
Ivan,
на поручне переходе оставляешь укладку.
you're going to have to keep the bundle attached to the shortcut handrail, and then you're going to start translating towards the operator post.
Сейчас.
All right.
Может, я ее ближе к ПХО туда?
Should I put it closer to the PHO? I mean the bundle on a handrail.
Я думаю, Алексей сейчас где-то в этой зоне будет формировать укладку.
Alexey is going to start assembling a bundle in this area, and also you're inaudible, and you're going to have to get the boom. Once Alexey gets to his work site, we're going to take a break, and we will and discuss what to do next.
Так, у меня свободный фал.
Okay, my unused tether is on the crew log bag. Please repeat your last. You can attach it to the handrail.
Ваня фалы транспортировочные лишние. Он спрашивает.
Vanya has an extra equipment tether and he's not sure where to attach it.
Внутренней поверхности, так сказать. Обрезе люка или где-то в той зоне.
It can be secured near the hatch edge or somewhere nearby. Okay.
Я дошел до поручня перехода.
So I have reached the shortcut handrail.
Так, сейчас зафиксирую укладку.
I'm going to secure in place the bundle. It's going to be attached to the shortcut handrail.
This is Mission Control Houston. We're at the 4.5-hour mark in today's spacewalk by Alexey Ovchinin and Ivan Wagner, as we lost our downlink television from the station, handing over between satellites on our tracking and data relay satellite system. The two crew members had returned to the hatchway to the Poisk airlock, from which they emerged to begin the spacewalk at 9:36 a.m. Central Time this morning. And you can see we're back with video, at least temporarily, showing the two crew members, Ivan Wagner wearing the Orlan suit with the blue stripes, Alexey Ovchinin wearing the suit with the red stripes, as they temporarily stow a bundle of equipment, old connector patch panels that were replaced with new versions. The old ones have been bundled up. They will be part of a jettisoning of that and other hardware by Ovchinin at the end of the European robotic arm later in today's spacewalk.
Yes, Artem, this is Alexey. Are you ready? Yes, this is Alexey. I'm ready to copy. Copy. So we have the following proposal for you. Alexey, you're going to move ERA to a convenient position to PHO, and Ivan, you're going to fold the BVP boom. After that, you're going to assemble a bundle, and you're going to jettison it from ERA. Then we have a slight change to Delta when Alexey will be on the arm. Ivan, you can move to the second TV hatch to remove the rhinoceros and test payload. This is the handrail 6038. So that's actually the equipment that is attached there. We can do it last.
Принято.
Copy.
That communication between Russian flight controllers and the two cosmonauts conducting today's spacewalk involves upcoming work, most notably Alexey Ovchinin climbing aboard the end of the European robotic arm. This is a 37-foot long arm that was launched back in July of 2021 along with the Naoka multipurpose laboratory module. The arm is attached to Naoka. Ovchinin will become the first crew member to climb into a foot restraint at the end of the arm and be maneuvered around by Alexander Gorbanov from a control panel inside the Russian segment of the station. He will be jettisoning discarded equipment that has been used and no longer is needed to be used from today's spacewalk in one bundle that will be jettisoned overboard, basically in a retrograde fashion from the station, eliminating any feasibility of recontact with the complex. This also will test loads at the end of this European robotic arm as a feasibility study to see how efficient it is for the Russian crew members to perform spacewalking tasks at the end of the arm, like telephone repairman at the end of a cherry picker.
We will get a better understanding if we need to do any manual arm movements or not. For your discretion. I'm ready, and I am monitoring. I'm monitoring ERO and URM workstation. Copy. Please report when movement starts. Copy. Copy, Alexey. You are ready. And whenever you're ready, Alexey, your go for further ops. Vanya has just finished translating under the Strela boom, so good job. Copy. Ivan, the reminder, the handrails there aren't that convenient to work with, and the distances are quite short, so you're going to have to tighten up your short tether. Yes, I'm looking exactly at that. I'm thinking how to do that. Artyom, can you please tell us once ERA starts movement? Yes, before it starts, we will give you a heads up. And I'm going to secure an equipment tether and the bundles on the inner MRM2 handrail. Copy. Alexey, I got tangled up on the orange tether here. Okay. Wait a second. It is wrapped around your head. Please move your legs up, and it's going to come off. Did you say arms? No, legs. Tilt your head down. No. Turn to the left. No, other way. The other way. This is to the right then. Well, I guess, yeah. More? No, you shouldn't have done that. So wait a bit. I'm going to move closer to you. I'm going to help you. What tether is it?
Это, наверное...
Let me tether my short tether. I'm not quite reaching it yet. Alexey, Ivan, how are you feeling? I'm fine in terms of temperature. This is EV1. And EV2, Ivan, feels fine as well. Copy?
А сейчас что происходит у вас? Можете рассказать ваше состояние?
So what's going on?
Okay, copy.
Can you tell us how you feel? And inaudible developer, we're still working on it. Alexey, you're gonna have to turn towards the arm now. We are about to start movement. Stand by one, please.
Alexey Ivan, this is Alexander.
How do you
Do you copy me?
This is
Yes, we
Alexander.
copy you loud and clear.
Alexander, you're coming in low, but we can hear you.
Again, let's
This is
do the
Alexander
check
from
on space
space
to ground
2. How do you read me?
You know, you're too low,
Please
Alexander.
move the mic
Maybe the mic should be
closer
closer
to
to
your
your
mouth.
mouth.
We can hardly hear you.
Home check on space to ground 2.
Home
This
check.
is Alexander.
How
Yes,
do you
now
read
it
me?
is just great.
Loud and clear now. Okay, great. I'm ready to start era movement. Are you ready? Stand by. I'm in position. No, I can't really see it very well. What can't you see? The image on Ivan's or from Ivan's camera. I will be monitoring it. I don't think you're going to get any camera images, so I will be broadcasting everything with my voice. All right, so we're going to start movement now. Yes, let's do that. Starting your motion. Motion confirmed. I see it. Ivan, how are you doing? Where are you? Well, I'm next to the BVP boom. I think it should be going further down in the grapple fixture. And you need to analyze flaps. I cannot see anything. Stand by. I cannot see it now.
Он в районе биориск, видишь? В районе поручня 60-30.
It should be next to handrail 6033 in the biorisk experiment area.
Сейчас я 63-4 фиксировал.
Okay, I'm attached to 6034 now. It is farther down. So I guess I'm going to have to swap to the next one, but the Strela boom is in the way.
Она зафиксирована вот
It is secured on the same handrail, 6033. Yes,
this is Mission Control Houston, 4 hours, 43 minutes into today's spacewalk. The two cosmonauts are back at the hatchway of the Poisk module. They have temporarily stowed a bundle of old connector patch panels that were replaced with newer versions earlier in today's excursion. They're in the process of removing a boom associated with an experiment called the indicator experiment, which has been on the outside of the Poisk module. That experiment has monitored gases in the atmosphere around the International Space Station. They're also going to be removing samples from an experiment called the Finalizing that are exposed to the space environment for extended periods of time for study.
What am I supposed to do? So this is handrail 6033.
In the meantime, inside the station, cosmonaut Alexander Gorbanov is in the process of beginning to move the European robotic arm into a position that will allow Ovchinin to move into a foot restraint at the end of the 37-foot-long arm. He will be jettisoning discarded items no longer to be used on the station that have been collected during today's spacewalk, a total of 7 items in all in a single bundle that will be tossed in a retrograde fashion away from the station to prevent any possibility of recontact with the station itself. With the spacewalk just a few minutes shy of the 5-hour mark, we're standing by for any further word from the Russian flight controllers on what the forward plan is regarding the back end of today's spacewalk and what work will be remaining for the cosmonauts outside in this excursion.
One connector there, the number is inaudible and you need to demate it.
Is
it the final destination for ERA, or are we going to move with some more? No, the motion has stopped now, ERA motion, and you're going to do manual adjustments only from this point on. Copy?
Ну вот я пока остановился, тогда ждал, что Алексей скажет, правильно?
Саша, нужно выполнить сейчас 4-ю и 5-ю задачи, и мы можем потом уточнить операцию.
So the cable is demated. Copy?
Более удобное положение занять.
And visually, I estimate that this is a good position for entry. To the workstation. And we just got the video back. So, are you getting the video now? Yes, we are getting the video.
And back with that downlink video from the station as it flies from northwest to southeast, just to the southwest of Los Angeles, over the eastern Pacific.
Can we use them as attachment points? Yes, you can do that.
Inside the station, Alexander Gorbanov has completed the motion from a workstation inside the Russian segment of moving the European robotic arm to the orientation in which Alexey Ovchinin will be planting his feet in a foot restraint at the end of the arm. A little bit later on in today's spacewalk, he'll be armed with the bundle of items to be jettisoned, including the boom for the indicator gas monitoring experiment. The two pieces of a monoblock cover, two covers basically, that shrouded the X-ray experiment